Later on the show, you're not crazy, your kids are making you fat. But fitness expert Mark McDonald has a plan to get you back in shape.
Well, they're known as man's best friend, but just like humans, our dogs have breaking points. And here with more on that subject is Laura Nativo. And I understand there's a startling statistic about how many dog bites there actually are.
It's insane. 77% of all dog bites occur from either the family's dog or a friend of a friend's dog. And when you think about all of the dogs that are in shelters who, just made a mistake because they were trying to communicate to their family that they were uncomfortable or stressed, it's really a horrible, sad statistic because people are getting bit. And then these dogs end up maybe not having a chance at a life with the family because they make a mistake when really they were trying to, they're labeled as dangerous or aggressive when they were really just trying to communicate. And people don't understand how to read what they're saying.
It's alarming to me that they're family pets rather than like out in the wild and, or whatnot, is that you kind of find a stray dog and that they're friendly fire.
That's what's crazy. And so there's a new campaign called Stop the 77. It was put out by the Family Dog, which is an organization that's trying to help educate people to learn how to better read their dog's body language, how to teach kids to play safely and effectively. And they actually created this amazing viral video, which is really wonderful because it shows both sides of the dog bite. If you think about, anytime you have an altercation, there's always two sides to every story. So what this video does is it shows you the child's perspective, and then it shows you the dog's POV of what the dog was actually trying to say and how it was read. So can we show this video?
Yeah.
Everything I knew had changed, and I was part of a whole new family now. But boy, she was fun, and I knew she'd loved me. So I let her hug me, lay on me, and pick me up, even though I really didn't like it. I did my best to be good, even when she put her hands in my food, and teased me with my bone, or maybe do things I didn't want to. That swing was scary, so I held on tight. I tried to say I didn't want to be the patient, or the sailor, or the horse. I was saying it as loud as I could, but it was like no one could hear me. And then it happened. And we never saw each other again.
Well,
that was told, by the way, for if you didn't pick up on it, that voice was through the dog's way of thinking.
Exactly, and if you go to the website, you can actually watch the whole video, which I encourage everybody to see. I get chills watching it. It's so emotional when you think about how upsetting it is for not just the dog, but the child and the entire family.
Well, what causes the dog to react like that all of a sudden? He gets frightened, he's had enough. Why do they do that?
There can be any number of triggers, but if you think about, kids when maybe they're hugging the dog or they're dressing the dog up, we saw the image of the child riding the dog like a horse, which a lot of times parents might not realize. They think something is really cute and fun, and the kid is laughing, and so you're so caught up in the emotion of enjoying your child's laughter that you don't recognize what the dog is trying to say. And when you look at their body language in a lot of those images, you see their ears are back.
Can we talk about that? What should we be looking for?
So you want to look for happy, relaxed body language. Their ears soft, sometimes their eyes are squinting, their tails softly wagging. But when you see things like their tongue licking or their ears back, there are avoidance signals, there are calming signals that a dog will try to reach out and say, please stop, don't take my food when I'm trying to eat, or don't jump on me when I'm trying to sleep. And dogs don't have a voice, and so that's our job as people, is to try to really understand how to read their body language and think, what is it that they're trying to say, and be more cognizant of when they might be scared or afraid or stressed out.
I noticed that Axel, when he gets upset, this is Alex's dog, this is my grandson. Axel Rose.
He's all right
right now. But he does pin his ears back, but his snout gets very puffy. It almost fills up with air, and you can see his teeth, making. And we have to calm him down right away. He's bitten a couple of people, but they walked up to him and just put their face right up to his nose.
And he's small. He's a small dog, and so it's his natural instinct to protect himself. If somebody comes right at his face like this and grabs him, and they don't.
I have, I grew up on farms, and there are a lot of farm dogs running around, and I've always approached them by putting my hand down to let them approach me first, and then they want to sniff. Is that at least acceptable behavior from a dog's point of view, to let them approach you?
You definitely want to let them approach you, but every dog, just like people, every dog is different. Every person is different. There are some dogs who are really exuberant and friendly, who love social interaction, whereas others are more timid and afraid. So I always recommend working with a certified professional dog trainer or going to a class or a workshop so that the entire family can get on the same page and see how that dog may want to interact with people. There's also a fabulous app which is called Dog Decoder that we're going to bring in. And the Dog Decoder app, it actually has a bunch of different slides and it shows body language. Here we have anxiety. This is one image, and if you tap on the info, it'll show you exactly what's going on. These were drawn by Lily Chen, and a dog trainer friend of mine named Jill Breitner created this. And this, we see that the dog is warning the person to stay back. And you know, you might not realize a friend is going to pet your dog, and your dog is just the whale eyes. You see the whites of their eyes, and their ears are back. Here they are at the vet, and the dog is yawning, and the tail's tucked between its legs. So this is a really great app that you can share with kids and kind of go through. And there's even a quiz that your kids can play to start to learn how to read the body language better.
How's are your doggies when you're in the on the set with all those people?
My dogs don't like other dogs. They have socialization issues with other dogs, but with people, they're pretty good. I mean, I will say with little kids, because they are little dogs, I see when Sugar starts to get annoyed by little kids, and she'll just sit down and she'll just stare at me with these big eyes, and just like you can see that she's saying like enough.
Get him away.
Yeah.
You know.
We know that your dog Cambella bites everything, everybody, everything.
Yeah.
She really has a problem.
Wow.
She has a little bit of issues, but we're working through it.
Right.
And that is so helpful. You know, I also have Tom Brady, and he's bigger. I mean, I wish.
What does Giselle say?
Put him on a leash.
But
Can I take him for a walk sometime?
Exactly.
He's not going to be playing for 4 games. You might as well enjoy the first part of the season with him.
Okay, I asked for that one. We have Brady, the lab, and he's the opposite. You know, he's so. But Laura, that helped a lot because sometimes he's yawning, and sometimes all the kids come over and want to not ride him. You know.
Yeah, they would. But you know, there's that saying, "Leave a sleeping dog lie."
Let sleeping
But
dogs
let's-
lie.
Yes,
Don't bother
yes.
them when they're eating
Is
food.
that
I think what we're
pretty
going to
much
do.
the standard, right?
Definitely, although every dog is different and you can train them to be more comfortable with certain situations, but as a general rule, we actually have a little game that I want to play with everyone where we have some stock images, and what we want to do is figure out, are these dogs happy or stressed? So I'm going to roll through a couple of images. If you can show me thumbs up and thumbs down, tell me what you think.
I think he's okay.
I think he's okay because his tail is out.
I think he was running and he just went to play catch.
And okay.
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 I say thumbs up.
Okay. What do you say?
Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs down.
Thumbs down. I think he's not okay.
He looks a little crouched.
Oh,
but
I'm going to go with my couch over here. This dog is stressed out.
What's the matter with him?
If you look at the tail, his ears are back, and maybe someone's trying to take his ball. We don't really know what's happening because we don't have the full picture. But with the ears back and the head lowered,
let's do another one. I got to
another
score
one
here.
Okay.
Oh, he's like sleepy. No?
I'm going to say thumbs down. I don't like the way he's not embracing that hug.
Okay, it's kind of hard to read.
I'm going
say
thumbs down. That's the look Sugar gets on her face.
Yeah.
All right, I'll go down too.
Thumbs
and
down?
I think thumbs up because his eyes look kind of like closed, like he's happy.
I'm gonna argue, guys. That is a thumbs down. If you look at that dog, you could see the
50-50.
avoidance, the whites in his eyes. He's looking away. He's kind of pulling away from the little child.
Sure.
And sometimes hugs can be overwhelming. I mean, that's just not the way dogs like to sniff.
My
That's
dogs,
another thing.
they get that way with me. That's why I know that look.
Okay, well, maybe we should get our sweaters back. Wow. More information on how you can spread the word to stop the 7-7. You can visit LauraNativo.com. Thank you. That was a very powerful video. All right, when we come back, Gray Damon from NBC's Aquarius is here.